Hey everybody, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do a review on Sara from Love After Lockup. Sara is okay with Michael's infidelity. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who've been here with me for the long haul, thank you so much. You know, hold on for a second, y'all. Let me get this lighting together, okay? I gotta pull this lighting over here. Okay, so let me stop playing. Okay, so as we all know, Sara is very active on Instagram. Thanks to a YouTuber, a YouTube site, Celebrity Gossip, they caught and captioned some of this stuff. Now, I don't know where people get all of this space from to record this stuff, but thank God for their asses, okay? Now, they captured a video, a live video that Sara was doing with Michael. First, she was on there by herself. And, you know, she was taking, questions from different people who was coming on to her Instagram page. And so, I was like, listening. Okay, because, your auntie is nosy. And not, well, hell, I'm nosy. So anyway, she was out there taking questions from different people who were asking her stuff. One of the things that someone asked Sara in the beginning of the interview was whether or not Sara had a strong male figure in her life. And Sara said no. She said she did not have a strong male figure in her life. And I couldn't understand that because for some reason I thought that she had a grandpapa. And usually when you have a grandpapa, they're a strong figure. So, Sara appears to be coming from a family where I guess it's dominated by women, or mostly, with women. So anyway, that kind of explained, I shared that because it kind of explained Sara's mentality. It explained to me why she does not value herself and appears to have such low self-esteem when it comes down to Michael. Now, she wants to be this ride or die chick with him. And, the woman who sticks with him. Her excuse and her claim to fame is that, I'm the baby mother, bitch. And so I'm not going anywhere because I'm the baby's mother. Now, I'm calling BS on the game, all right? I'm calling BS on all of it. Because just because you are a baby mama doesn't mean that you have to be in baby trauma. And you don't have to be in baby drama. Okay? After I've had that baby by you, bitch, that doesn't mean that you are able to treat me any kind of way you want to, unless I am used to abuse, familiar with abuse, and I like abuse because I don't know any other way of being. And so I don't know what other kind of relationships that this young lady was in. But it's obvious that this relationship that she had with Michael for allegedly 7 years has absolutely taken a toll on her brain cells. Now, I'm sitting out there and I'm listening to her, and she doesn't really want to talk to people about Megan. She doesn't want, them to answer questions. She alleges in this interview that Megan knew about her. Now, whether Megan knew about her or not is neither here nor there at this goddamn point. You understand what I'm saying now? Excuse my language, all right? Because I said got, G-O-T. I always got to say that, okay? At this point, it doesn't make a difference whether Megan knew or not. At the point that you knew about Megan is when you, as a woman, who has some kind of self-value, some kind of self-worth, should have stepped your game up and said, you know what? I can't be in this relationship where I'm going to share this man. So in my opinion, it appears that Sara is willing to share Michael at the cost of herself, at the cost of her children. Now, during this interview that she's having, Michael texts her and says, I'm coming in on your live. So she knew that Michael was coming on. When Michael comes on, she acts like, okay, oh my God, I can't believe that this, he's on here. Bitch, you knew he was coming because he said he texted you and, told you he was going to come on the live and you wanted him on the live. So Michael comes on the live and everything with her dumb ass and he starts talking about, hey, what's he's in the car, he's smoking his cigarettes and all of that kind of stuff. And so somebody in the comment section says something about this man smoking cigarettes. And so, from here, the conversation gets a little rough and rugged. I'm going to try to play a little bit of it, and I don't know how much of it y'all going to be able to hear. But I'm going to try to play a little bit of it, and I'm going to dissect this girl. Let me tell you something. I spend time speaking with my daughter. She's 20 years old, as many of you all know. And she right now has her mind completely and totally on books. She has decided that she is indeed going to go to law school. And so she will be in school now for another damn 3 years. Three of them bitches, okay? And so it's like, okay, here we go. But I talk to her often about men and about her self-esteem and about, what, she wants to do, as it relates to having a family, a boyfriend, and all of that kind of stuff. And so I talk to her not from a perspective of the birds and the bees because we've done that a long time ago, but just in the perspective of your self-worth, your self-value. What are you willing to compromise on? What are your non-negotiables and your negotiables, and what is it that you're willing to take, from a man, and what are you willing to give in a relationship? See, because we have to, as women, understand, and just as people, period, what we're willing to give in a relationship in order to get out of it those things that we desire. And if we're not getting, those things that we desire, fair exchange is no robbery, then you need to move the hell on. Well, this girl, this particular girl who says that she doesn't have a strong daddy influence or a strong male in her life is willing to do anything to be with this damn man. Like, I'm convinced of it. Now, I'm not 100% sure or positive, but I done convinced my goddamn self based on the things that have come out of her mouth. I'm convinced that this woman is just absolutely head over heels in low self-esteem for this particular man. So I'm going to blow this up real quick so that I can play this and y'all can hear some of the BS that this girl says. Now, in this clip that you're about to hear, one of the people in the comments section on Instagram asked her whether or not her and Michael were going to have another child. She indicates that, she says everything with a question. So this bitch is basically playing Jeopardy with her own ass. She knows the answer before she asks the damn question. Okay? So she's playing Jeopardy with herself. And I'm saying, where the hell is her mama? Like, where's her mama? Where her grandmama? Where all them women that's supposed to be in this bitch's life? Because if these women were in your life, then you wouldn't be doing and saying the stuff that you do and say with your dumb ass. Okay? Now, was Megan wrong for having a relationship with Michael? Hell to the no, she wasn't wrong. Megan wasn't wrong because at the time when we were introduced to Megan, it appeared that Megan had no idea that that he was married. That question also comes up. I'm going to try to see if I can skip to that so we can get this bitch's answer on it. Whether or not... Let me play this clip for y'all real quick. Let me see if y'all can hear it, all right? I'm going to try to make it as loud as damn it as I can.
It's not going to be my live.
Okay, then I will just call your phone when I'm done. Tell you how you disrespect me.
So she feels like Michael disrespected her because, he said something about a cigarette or whatever. Girl, bye.
No, don't call me and tell me I disrespect you. Just text it or something, because I don't want to have no issues, because I ain't say shit wrong. I'm gonna let you go, man. I was just saying, showing you some support, man. Saying what's up with you. I saw some negative comments, man.
Hold on, I want to know if we're gonna make another baby.
I bet they do want to know.
Apparently, they're mad about what I said on comments yesterday.
What you say?
That we were practicing.
Oh, we was practicing.
So, and that, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but she said that the people want to know whether or not we're going to have a baby. I guess they were feeling some kind of way about what I said yesterday. He said, well, what did you say yesterday? She said, I said we was practicing. You dumb mofo. Now, you already know that Megan's in the picture. Megan has come out on Instagram and indicated that she is still in a relationship with this mofo. Now, she hasn't defined what that relationship is, but she said, bitch, I'm not going nowhere. And I am telling you, I'm not going, 'cause it's the best thing I've ever, okay? Megan said, no way. All right? So basically, Megan said she ain't going anywhere. She's still his friend. They've been together and all of that kind of stuff. So she said she ain't going anywhere. So now when people ask you on Instagram whether or not you still with him, now you Sarah, okay? You the wife. You know that they're still in this relationship with one another. You tell people that you tell people, help me, God, that y'all practicing. Now listen to what he says. So I'm going to bring this up so that y'all can really hear what this mofo says next. Let me bring this up so y'all can hear what this mofo says next. Okay. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get my OBS working, okay? But I'll tell y'all on my next video, which will be up right after this, why everything is going to hell in a handbasket, okay? So let me do that. Listen. Play, mofo.
Wow. I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming at all.
That's okay. And then I might have.
I actually got some things screenshot to me talking about it. Like, some shit was scripted. I'm like, the fuck, this shit crazy.
Yeah, well, I was just joking, y'all. Let's just put that out there. A little boy would be really cute, but I guess we would have to use, what do they call them, like turkey basters or something like that?
Turkey, right?
Yeah.
What, to have a little boy?
Unless you could find a 10-inch pole.
I'll sell you my semen. And when I just take care of it.
I will sell you my... This girl says she was just playing unless she gets a turkey baster. And then he goes on to say, I will sell you my... I'm too bashful and ashamed to even say it. And you think that that's cute? That the man who's supposed to be your baby daddy said that to you? And he's trying to get off the live because he really don't want to argue with her. He said he ain't going to be for dollars on Instagram. But she's so pressed to have him in her life and to talk to him for 5 minutes. And in the first minute, this mofo disrespects her. And then sits on the live and tells her that he will sell her his stuff for her to have a little boy. This is the dumbest woman I can't even call her a woman. Because a woman prides herself on how she takes care of herself, how she takes care of others, and how people take care of her. You are sick, Sarah, to believe that this man would ever respect you, care for you, love you. Because see, when a mofo treats you like you's a piece of on a shoe, you better know that the first opportunity that he get, he's wiping you off. He is wiping you off the bottom of his mofo shoe. Because who walks around with on the bottom of their shoes? He don't care if he got to use a rag, grass, asphalt, a rock, a towel, a dirty, nasty, funky, stinky napkin on the side of the street that have tumbled from neighborhood to neighborhood. Whatever it takes to get that off the bottom of your shoe, that's what you're going to do. And this is how he's treating her. And she wants to continue on with this conversation. Shall we continue? Yes, the hell we shall. I can't wait to get my OBS so that y'all hear me, so that we can really get down dirty and funky with this stuff. And I can have it sitting right up here in this little section right here. Okay? Let's go, y'all. He laughing. And she's laughing.
Us right now. I don't know why you acting all brand new right now on here.
So I'm going to skip ahead.
I understand that. I ain't even looking at the comments. I'm looking at you and everything else outside. But I understand the report aspect. That's cool. Happy. Thank y'all for reporting. I'm still, it's my time to report.
You was looking at me, and then you had to mention everything else outside.
You were looking at me, but then you had to mention everything outside. So what happened was somebody who was a troll came onto the page and was trolling the page. And it made, said some very vulgar, degrading things about their children. This had happened when she was on there by herself. So after, he comes on there, she tells him. And so people are saying that they reported it and everything. And she wants him to pay attention to her. She's mad because he's not paying attention to her. She's saying that, when Michael finds out that someone said that Michael's going to do X, Y, and Z. See, she wants a bad boy. She wants a boy. See, it's comfortable for her to be with this thug and to have him do thug-like things instead of him growing up and maturing. And I see why Michael didn't want to be with her ass. Michael goes on later on, y'all, because I'm going to skip ahead so y'all can hear it. He goes on later on to talk about why he was attracted to Megan, what it was about Megan. And you know what? For the first time, I really got to see Michael, and I really got to see Sarah's ass. See, you want your claim to fame to be, I'm the baby's mother. So because I'm the baby's mother, I deserve this respect. And because I'm your wife, okay, on paper, that I deserve this. But the mofo has already treated you like on the bottom of his shoe. He's made it very clear that he doesn't want to be with you, but you still want to be with him. You want to be affirmed by him. This man will never affirm this woman. Never. He's trying everything he can to get off of this Instagram live with her, but this bitch is holding on. Even to the point where she says, Michael, now let me ask you questions. Then she asked him questions, calling herself backing him up against the wall, and the mofo came out swinging, and then she got embarrassed, and now you mad. Bitch, bye. Sit down. When you go to the dictionary and you look at low self-esteem, her mofo picture is sitting there. I don't care if you pull up the Webster Dictionary and the Ebonics Dictionary or what dictionary you pull up. Sarah's face is sitting right there, okay, as a show sign of a definition for the word low self-esteem. Okay? Let's go.
RJ.
Somebody said they sent it.
Oh.
Who? I hope they talk about dog as a bitch ass clown.
Okay, so we getting ready. I'm gonna move up.
To chill.
Pedestal right now. You live and you learn. You grow. You don't.
We're just reading a comment.
They want to shout out. Who that they want shout outs?
Can I get a shout out? Wife to Steve. Wife to Steve. Hello.
Yes, I'm very much a work in progress, and I most definitely is climbing up the pedestal.
He said he
Right now,
climbing up the pedestal. No,
literally,
but
like
not a pedestal,
you
but for
grow,
a
you
ladder,
don't forget,
bitch.
and you move forward.
You can tell he never visited the
Let me ask
library.
you some questions.
So here she goes. Let me ask you some
Let's turn this
questions.
around. How has the show changed your life?
How has it changed my life?
So she asked him now in this, how has the show changed your life? Bitch, you are not Wendy Williams. But then again,
On which perspective?
on which perspective? Bitch, how did it change your mofo life?
I mean, all right. First and foremost, I was never not naive to the fact that, you know, me and you was not the only people that have relationships. You know what I mean? People out here have relationships every day. So for me to be like, you know what, I'm gonna put it out there because this is what may be going on, and nigga, you going through the same.
He just
shit,
talk a whole lot of
you
stuff, y'all. It
like,
just
so
be
a lot
going
of things
on and
the
on.
same.
Let me
You know
move
what I'm saying?
ahead.
I'm a realist, so at the end
That's
of
how
the
them
day,
jail
like,
men talk.
the real bullshit threatens and all that type of shit. Able to communicate. Let's not argue. Let's not fight. Let's not do this.
So, let me go back.
Question that I think a lot of people, I don't even care if a lot of people want to know, but I would like to know. Stomach mentioned it. On the show, you never referred to me as your wife, but you referred to me as the baby mama. Why?
I really don't recall. I really don't. But if I was to think about why didn't I refer to you as wife, probably because during the show, since the show began to start,
Can y'all
me
hear
and
it?
you have been going through a lot of different things, and it was to the point to where, you know, I'm like, babe, I need some space. I need to get my mind right. We out here going through this, going through that, and it's just it was considered small things, but it was the most important things as far as being able to talk, being able to communicate. Let's not argue. Let's not fight. Let's not do this or let's not do that. So like, it'll decrease you, and then it'll decrease your place to where I'm like, well, you know, the mother of my child. You know what I mean? Like, that's why probably I referred you in that manner. Probably, like I say, I can't remember back then.
She ain't like that. She ain't like that.
People say I didn't want to slip up with Megan, right? Let's just be real for the
How about when
time.
you're
One time, let's just be real. Like, okay, everything that maybe seems a surprise these days, everything was not just so much of a surprise these days. You know what I mean? Like, just to be real, motherfuckers think a nigga just was just quiet as kept, ain't said shit. No, nigga, I didn't say shit
Cuss too much.
on both ends. You know what I mean? I may not have said every motherfucking thing, but damn enough that you be like, okay, that shit right or this shit not right. So
I gotta cut him off. He just using throwing the M out. So basically, she asks him, why didn't you call me your wife on the show? You kept referring to me as your baby mama and not as your wife. So he says, I feel like it was going to downgrade you. That's what they taught you in jail? They're calling me by the name that I'm... She got mad. She got mad. But not for the reason she should have gotten mad. She got mad because he started talking about Megan. If this isn't the dumbest woman I've ever met in my whole entire life. This man has told her in so many ways, more ways than we can count, that he doesn't want her. She tells him later on in this conversation that he disrespected her because he told the truth. See, how many times can you tell the truth to a person who would rather you tell a lie to make them feel better? Michael wants to be a father to his children, but he doesn't want anything else with Sarah. But Sarah can't let go. And as soon as someone says something to her about it, she wants to put up that position. I'm the baby mama. Well, until you call yourself a wife and you act like a wife, you won't be treated like a wife. There's more to being a wife than putting money on somebody's mofo books in jail. Because when you was putting money on a book, so was Megan. Paper doesn't make you a wife. And until you as a woman treat yourself the way that you should treat yourself, ain't nobody else gonna treat you the way that you should be treated. See, if I treat myself like a skank ass hoe, then I don't expect you to treat me any better than that. I don't expect you to look at me any differently than that. Because that's what I believe about myself. Y'all hit that thumbs up button when you come in or when you go out. And so Sarah wants to be a freakadeek and lay up in the bed with him after he done licked and kissed and rubbed and did all it on Megan. But she wants to be respected when she can't respect her own body. Michael goes on later on in the conversation and reads her for cotton freaking filth. And she tells him, every time I come out here and you're on, people treat me poorly. No, people treat you poorly because you treat yourself poorly. And they're going to be coming back this season and she's going to have all kinds of excuses for her. So when you look, the next time you need to look for low self-esteem, a woman who does not need degrading because she has already degraded herself. Think about Sara. Ladies, ladies, ladies. And I'm talking directly to the ladies out here. You have got to think higher of yourself than you do of someone else. Because let me tell you something, boo. If you ain't bringing nothing to the mofo table, you ain't taking nothing away. You've got to do your own thing. Do what you got to do for you and for your babies. This woman is considering giving this man another baby. And then when he rejects her, because he rejected her all throughout the whole entire conversation, he rejected her. And she mad. And the amazing thing about it is that all of us can see it, but she can't. So you know when your girlfriend, your home girlfriends is telling you, you know, we're getting ready to have a little auntie talk. Okay? We on the sofa. We got the pillows all fluffed up. And we on the sofa. Let's talk, ladies. When your girlfriends are all around and they telling you about your man and about your ass and really trying to help you see what's going on in your life, I'm talking to somebody out here. Somebody that's out here need to hear what I'm saying because I'm going in this direction for a reason. When all your girlfriend doesn't value you and how you're not valuing yourself, bitch, listen. And even if it's hard to swallow, because everything that is meant to cure something in our body tastes like a piece of crap. But when you take that daggone antibiotic or that painkiller or whatever it is that you need in your life, it's meant to help align the body back to its proper form. So sometimes when people are telling us things, it don't always feel good or taste good going down. It may even cause us to want to upchuck and bring it right back up. But at the end of the day, we learn how to take our bumps and our bruises, especially when you're growing into a womanhood. Now here, her girlfriend, was trying to tell her something. She's crying out and somebody help me, please. And then you want to sit there at the end of the damn video and say you got self-esteem. Bitch, no, you don't. And you don't want to listen to reason. And you don't want to take the antibiotic, okay, that's going to get rid of the infection. Sometimes it ain't about people being jealous of your ass. Because don't nobody want Michael but you and Megan. And sometimes we want to use that as a defense mechanism, okay, if you will, to ward off and thinking if I could just get me some rest and drink me a hot toddy, you know what I'm saying, I'll feel better. No, bitch, you got an infection that needs to be treated with an antibiotic. This is either bacterial or viral, bitch. It's time for you to take your meds. Sarah, it's time for you to take your meds. You have an infection, okay? And until you take your meds, you're not going to get better. And as a matter of fact, everybody around you is going to be infected by that virus that you're carrying around with you. Everybody around you who breathes the same air as you breathe will be infected by your infection until you take the antibiotic. But you need to go into quarantine. You need to be in a room by yourself, bitch. Okay, whether it's padded or it's got plastic all around it. You need to be set aside and set apart. You need to take some time to take your antibiotic so that your ass won't be contagious. Because the same thing that you allow yourself to go through in your life, so is your children. Sarah, and I'm talking to you. And Megan, you too, with your bitch ass. Because now you're infected by the same thing because you're thinking, okay, well, I don't have a temperature that's 103, so I'm good to go because he hasn't infected me. No, he's infected you too. And then you got a daddy that is loving you and caring about you and trying to ground you and guide you. And you want to sit up there and say, fuck my daddy? Because you think that your virus is better than hers? Bitch, you infected too. And this man says he's addicted to women. You and a whole lot of other men. But you have a responsibility for 2 children. And when he doesn't solidify her as a mother, when Michael at the end of the conversation didn't solidify her as a mother, she want to pop off and get mad. Well, guess what? He really don't see you as a mother. It's not what he sees you as. He doesn't even really see you as a human being. Because that's not what you see yourself as. So you got to be it to see it. And you got to see it to be it. I don't know what women you've had around your life since you say you haven't had a strong male figure. But what's Megan's excuse? What's her excuse? You got to listen. You got to take your meds. You need to get some rest and some relaxation. You need to take time to ponder. You need to take time to selah, pause, think about it. And while you're taking your medicine and you're getting better and you're getting stronger and stronger every day, you have to remember and think about what it is that caused the infection from the beginning. Did I not take care of myself? Was I ripping and running? Was I going outside in conditions where I needed a coat and I was walking out there ass naked? What did I do to cause myself to be sick? Was I around a sick child? Do I need to wash my hands more regularly? Do I need to walk around? What do I need to do in order to ensure that I am not sick like this again? Once I've taken my medication. And if the dosage is not strong enough, take something stronger. Sit down at the foot of a woman that you respect. Take your pride away. Because see, pride cometh before a fall, Sarah. Sometimes you need to sit around people and you need to hear that difficult stuff. Come on now, y'all. Come on, mamas out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And sometimes we got to open up our eyes and realize that people really do care about you. They really do want the best for you. But you're so determined to have what you want and what you think is best for you, even if it makes the other person fight and scramble to get out the relationship with you. Wake up, women. Wake up, men. Michael, and all his filthiness, is at least trying to be honest. Sarah, baby, you got the game all twisted. Because people try to talk to your dumb ass and you ain't listening. And we're going to see you again on the show. And I'm going to read you for filth. I need you to stay off social media, boo, and take your antibiotics because you's a sick bitch. Okay? You need to take your antibiotics. And these people out on Instagram are not the people that you need to be reaching around to. So you need to be going to that village. You know, your grandmom and them. Your grandmom and them. You need to be talking to them. And even if they don't have guidance to give you to help you out the current situation that you in, because they ain't never been there, you still can eat the meat and throw out the mofo bones. But you need to be seeking some wisdom from somebody and some counseling, because guess what, boo? You contagious. And you got two little girls who coming up behind you and gonna be watching everything you say. And here you let this man make promises to your baby that he can't fulfill. She asking him, Daddy, please, Daddy, please, can we come to your house? You said, Daddy, that you was gonna let us come to your house. And Michael said, I'ma let you come, baby. You don't let no man make no promises, no empty promises to your baby, because guess what she's gonna grow up with? The spirit of rejection. She's going to feel rejected. And she's not going to have trust. And the very foundation of any relationship is trust. Trust and mutual respect. But you got to first have some goddamn integrity, which neither one of y'all have. And you are allowing this virus to run rampant in your mofo house instead of taking the medicine that you need to take, which is a good ass whooping from an older woman. And I ain't talking about a physical one. I'm talking about one with that. You need somebody to speak into your life, because you're going to continue to go around in this cycle. And guess what, boo? It's going to be clicks and views on your ass. And people are going to be entertained at the expense. Okay? At your expense. Because we are entertained. And I will be out here reviewing it this summer. God damn it, you know I will. But for any women that are out there, you reach out to me. Reach out to me at Auntie's 2 cents. If my moderators are out there, if you can type that in at Auntie's 2 cents, the number 2 and it's cents, CENTS at gmail.com. Reach out to me so that we can talk. Because what I don't want to happen is for any of you all to be lost, to be broken, and be abused. And I won't here to help. Now, I'm a busy ass right now, okay? But I want to be here for you, because at the end of the day, we family. We are family. I just got a letter, I emailed the other day from one of your nieces who was thanking me for something I did. I probably know it was damn near a year ago, but it stuck with her. Thank you, Mary. And I took the time at that time, as busy as my schedule is, and I'm telling you right now, a lot of your nieces and nephews, a lot of your cousins will tell you, I will pick that phone up and I will call you. And I will dialogue with you. And it may not be a long dialogue, but damn it, we'll dialogue. And I will pray with you and encourage you. But I'm also going to correct you because guess what? Love corrects. Love don't let you sit out there with your ass hanging out and don't tell you that your ass hanging out. Love covers you up while you getting your ass fixed so your ass ain't hanging out no more. I love you. Now, I'm going to get ready and go. But I'm hoping that somebody got something out of it, especially you, Sara and Megan, because I know you watch. I know you watch. I love you all, and I'll be right back to tell you all what's been going on with your auntie and where I have been. What you say, boo? Auntie, you are a treasure. Let me see what you said, sweetie. Auntie, you are a treasure. Thank you for being real. You're welcome, Jennifer. Auntie is what I call a true social influence. I love this. Auntie, have you been to the P.O. box? No, I haven't. But I'm getting ready to come back out and tell you all what has been going on with me and why I haven't been here. You're welcome, Keisha Nicole. You're so welcome. I love you all, and I'll be right back.